This relationship is teaching you about yourself, but it's also your person is learning about themselves as well. That's what's so beautiful about it. Even though it is in trouble right now, even though it may look like there is not a lot of hope because you or your person is currently running from this, the Twin Flame card has come out. The energies that seem to be activated between the two of you in this connection is insecurity, anger, resentment, balance, but most importantly, communication. And I feel like this is your person's side. Your person, they run when things get hard. They run when effort's required. This person runs when they're feeling as though they're not on the pedestal you originally put them on. And it was 11:11 when I started recording this reading, by the way. And we have Twin Flame Union. So the fact that this is all showing up and the synchronicities are lining up, are you questioning whether or not this is somebody who is a divine union, somebody who you were meant to meet in this lifetime? There's no need to question that. I'm pretty sure the evidence is very clear in your life. This is about you understanding your worth and your value, but also transforming that pit of anger that has been built in for so long. I feel like you're somebody who holds your voice. I feel like you're somebody who has held your voice for such a long time that there is an ache in your neck. Then there's also an ache in your heart space. And for your person, theirs is within their mind, their mind, their thoughts. Their thoughts are really over the top. A lot of intrusive energy hopping into your person's mind, yet they're silent about what goes through. So again, they need to learn how to communicate. This is what's happening during separation. They're learning how to communicate their words in the right way, and you're learning how to communicate your words without the anger. Because we do have transform anger here and stepping into the unknown, and all the clarifying cards, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Wands in the upright, 8 of Wands in a challenging position. Moving forward's been difficult. Having some kind of fresh start or building a stable foundation, keeping to promises, leaving baggage where it belonged. So bringing past energy, past betrayals, past letdowns, past disappointments, whether with this person or other relationships or not, it definitely has affected this current connection. It is what's being activated between the two of you in this relationship. And what did that do? Stalled progress, stalled movement. It has brought this connection to a complete halt. There is definitely an energy between the two of you where your person has run and you're running, but you're running towards them and they're running away. It's time to step into that Empress energy, whoever you are, because I'm connecting to the Empress here. Whether you're masculine or feminine, you are of the divine feminine influence within this connection. And as this divine feminine, this is knowing your value. This is knowing your worth. This is knowing how beautiful that you are. You're wealthy and abundant in your own right, just being. Just existing. You sit and you attract. You emulate such an energy that it is magnetic. 333. Your thoughts, your mind, your gut, your feelings, your emotions, the chemical reactions you have in your body are all acting like magnets, attracting in what it is that you desire, what it is that you can create. You are ultimately becoming the creator of your existence and your environment, becoming that Empress energy, which allows you to live in luxury, allows you to attract luxury and beauty into your life. This is understanding your own beauty and your own worth. This person that you've been dealing with, their insecurities, 404, the messages that their mind would tell themselves about not being good enough, things are out of balance, they can't give you what you deserve, or this is purely because you stopped having them on a pedestal, and in this union, as twin flames, karmic soulmates do, you started reflecting that mirror back at them as to the areas within their own character, within their own consciousness they could improve. You were left guessing because this person was left silent. They wouldn't communicate what it is that needed to be communicated. Now they're ready to come in and put in the work. Now you might be seeing 222. That's a sign in synchronicity that this person does love you, that they do love you, and union is coming. 1111. This was always going to happen. It's been delayed and put on hold. The baggage has got to be left behind. All that weight that you've both been carrying from the past, your paths needed to be dropped. We were carrying it along with us in this connection, and it doesn't need to be with you two, with either of you or together. You're meant to flourish, you're meant to grow. 511, 511, you have been manifesting new beginnings and changes, and this is coming in. But this person, when they come to communicate with you, and it's going to be happening quickly, they have something that they want to bring to your life. They're wanting to bring increase into your life, but you are showing up as the Empress and they are showing up as a Knight. There is likely an age difference between the two of you as well. They are going to very much so put in whatever effort they have to, fight as hard as they need to in order to put in the work that needs to be done to bring this connection back to where it needs to be. They're willing to put in the effort. They're willing to build. They want to build. They want to collaborate. So let's see what will be the potential outcome. I just saw 555 as well. 3 of Wands, they're coming. Your ships are coming in. The distance is being closed. That's manifestations materializing. 606. Yep. Not wanting to feel the sadness, coming out of the grief, coming out of the sadness. That sort of, I wanted to call it the hole. You're coming out of a hole. So it's as though you're climbing out of a hole. This is within the next 3 weeks. This should be happening. 3 weeks from when you see this reading, not from when I posted it. And look at that, the 10 of Cups. So that's you feeling pretty happy. That's you feeling like you've got everything you could ask for when it comes to your emotions and your feelings. It is a 10. So there is a cycle when it comes to love that is completing, which means a new cycle begins. And it's a cycle of completion and a cycle of beginning that shows this happily ever after. Look at all those mirrors on that. This is the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Mirrors. The way you both reflect back at each other, this is inescapable. This relationship was never not going to happen. The timing does need to be right. And the timing isn't right as in a day or a month or a year on the calendar. The timing has everything to do with you knowing your worth, you knowing your value, becoming the receiver, right? Learning to receive, and your person, learning to clearly communicate, because I feel like you might be dealing with somebody who is a people pleaser, and their people pleasing got in the way of this relationship. Because that also stops them being able to communicate with you. Hey, look, when you did this, didn't like it. When you said that, didn't like it. They hold it on until we have a blow up, right? And then we've got some kind of major argument that's happening that could have been avoided if we were able to have a conversation. Perhaps they fear your reaction because we've got anger here, transforming anger. So you're working on your response, your reaction. Now flip that coin if it needs to be flipped. It could be the other way around. You found it difficult to communicate. When they would communicate what they needed to, but it would come from a place of anger. There's a direction change that's happening here between the two of you. This is an awakening. This had to happen. This separation, breakup needed to happen so you can learn to love yourself more. That helps transform that anger as well. Loving yourself transforms that anger, because if you think about where majority of that anger is coming from, it's coming from where people haven't given you the value that you deserve, haven't treated you the same way you would treat them. So yeah, that makes you mad. Yes, that makes you feel angry. And so when there's a trigger, that the outburst can happen. And so it's working on that outburst, working on the gentle. But this really, between the two of you, there is a lot that can happen here. And there is a lot of abundance and wealth that can happen between the two of you. But it really needs to be nurtured in the right way. When you come back together this time, communication is the most important. Not just talking, but doing your best to understand as well. Change is coming. Prepare.